Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. An animal is born every second. However, certain creatures are so rare that there may never be another like it. Here are 15 animals that are only born once in 1,000 years. Number 15. OCTOGOAT. If you have no idea what an octogoat is, no shocker that'd be, and we wouldn't hold it against you if you think it's a freak show. No, the octogoat is a real thing, and as weird as it may seem, it is exactly what you think it is. A goat with 8 legs. Going simple is sometimes the perfect idea, right? One Croatian farmer was amazed when he discovered his newborn goat had 8 legs in 2014. If you can believe it, the story gets even weirder, because it turns out that not only did this goat have many extra legs, but it also had male and female reproductive organs. According to local veterinarians, the newborn goat's unique biological state was caused by an embryonic twin, and the goat simply adopted the body parts of its unborn sibling. Mother Nature, as we've seen thus far, has a tendency of doing strange things just like that, and the octogoat is surely one of the strangest creations on the planet. Number 14. 4-legged snake fossil. When David Martill, a British paleontologist, was showing his university students around the Burgermeister Müller Museum in Solnhof, Germany, he saw something peculiar among the fossils. He discovered a small snake with a long body packed with ribs, but this snake was lodged in an unusual rock structure showing the unique stylings of Brazilian cradle formation. Martill was shocked because snakes had allegedly never been found in that region, let alone that early. Then he observed the legs, a pair of hind legs and a pair of little front legs beneath the display, written with a notation of unknown fossil. Many now extinct snakes have been discovered by specialists throughout history, but none of them ever had 4 legs. According to Martill, this was and continues to be a once-in-a-lifetime find. At the very least, he had a very good set of legs to stand on. Number 13. Human-faced goat. Can anything creep you out more than animals with human faces on this planet? Nope, don't think so. But a goat with a human face is definitely the most bizarre thing to hold sight of. This unique goat was born in India and is revered as a god. The goat was born with traditional goat traits such as 4 legs and goat ears, but the rest of its body, including its forehead, eyes, lips, and even some sections of its beard, seem unusually human. This human goat didn't live long, only about 10 minutes, but boy were those 10 minutes worth it! Not many living things can leave such a legacy with only 10 minutes of life, and this goat left a legacy wider than itself. After all, how many human-like goats have you ever seen? I'd say none. Number 12. 2-faced cat. Have you ever seen a cat that has 2 faces? I think not. But well, today is your lucky day, my friends, since you'll be meeting Frank and Louie, the world's most renowned 2-faced cats, which were Janus cats, or cats with 2 faces, which is a relatively uncommon condition. Nobody knows what causes Janus cats, but it's clearly genetic. Only thorough DNA testing could actually get to the bottom of the problem, which seems not possible till now. Number 11. Buffalo crocodile. In a small area in eastern Thailand, a strangely disfigured buffalo was born. If crocodiles aren't scary enough, check out this mutant with reptile-like scaly skin and a crocodile-shaped skull. Despite being born to a buffalo mother, the residents are believed to be paying their respects to the animal's body in the hopes of earning prizes in a local biology lotto. A hybrid is created when 2 animals of different breeds, varieties, species, or genera mate and combine their features. There are several barriers to hybridization, including genetic and anatomical differences, different times of fertility, and mating preferences. Normally, such boundaries would exist between buffaloes and crocodiles, but who knows what would be possible if Mommy Buffalo and Mr. Crocodile truly love one another. Number 10. 2-headed snake. According to the state's Fish and Wildlife Research Institute, the southern black racer is bicephalic, which means it has 2 heads, and was discovered by a snake family in Palm Harbor, Florida. and is now being cared for by wildlife officials. This is most likely owing to a failure of two monozygotic twins to split during embryo development, similar to how an octagon fails to separate. The two-headed snake was highlighted on the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's official Facebook page. According to the study center, two-headed snakes are unlikely to live in the wild because their two brains make distinct decisions. Number 9. Pink grasshopper. When we think of grasshoppers, we think of little green bugs that can't seem to remain still. However, not all grasshoppers are green. Some can have a startling shade of pink. When Allison Bergerson Brooks saw this unusual-looking grasshopper, she spent a lot of time telling the little guy how cute it was. But it wasn't until Allison Googled the species that she realized how rare it was. Pink grasshoppers are caused by mutations known as erythrism, which affects the recessive gene identical to the one that causes albinism. Number 8. Leucistic white alligator. If you thought all gators were murky green, think again. They can come in a variety of colors, and the leucistic white alligator has even been characterized as ghostly, ethereal, and even magnificent. The white alligator has leucism, which is not the same as albinism. Albinism causes pink eyes with no pigmentation, whereas leucism results in deep blue eyes with a touch of pigmentation. It's an alligator with translucent white skin and blue eyes, to be sure. There would be magazines and fashion businesses lining up to get it to endorse something if it had abs. Number 7. Double-muscled whippet. Bully whippet syndrome is a rare genetic condition that can turn a normally skinny breed of dog into a massive, muscled animal that looks like it's been to the gym and ripping tank tops at Muscle Beach. This genetic syndrome causes a literal double muscling of the dog, making it look like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of whippets. Although the dog's huge muscles make it appear strong, it still only has a regular-sized whippet heart and lungs. This means that all the extra weight and effort of having those double muscles puts an additional strain on the dog's cardiac system, which could lead to premature death. Number 6. Sabertooth tiger. Tiger with a saber-toothed snout. The teeth that gave this animal its name were also what made the long-extinct saber-toothed tiger so dangerous. The saber-toothed, or Smilodon for short, would occasionally develop its extraordinarily long canine teeth to a huge foot long. Imagine a foot-long steak knife hooked to a very voracious and incredibly hungry 660-pound cat, and you'll get an idea from looking at the old bones of the species that came extinct some 10,000 years ago. Number 5. Golden seahorse. Things are commonly given names based on their obvious traits, such as color or shape, but these live seahorses are made of gold. They were created in a Vietnamese laboratory by combining DNA from a light-emitting jellyfish with microscopic gold granules, which were then inserted into seahorse eggs. You just have to wonder what the deal is with this one. The newborn seahorses have gold in them, and they shine and everything. The broad feeling is that they'll be considered quite expensive, with their worth will only rise as they develop. But what's next? Diamond-studded starfishes? Number 4. Cyclops shark. Now, there's something a little fishy about this one. Indonesian fishermen pulled in a shark that they allege was accidentally caught in their net, which is a bit of a stretch if you ask me. They were surprised to discover that the shark actually had 3 babies inside, one of which was completely white and had one eye in the middle of its head like a cyclops. We've seen creatures like this before, haven't we? The infant shark was a most likely albino, which would explain the lack of color, and its peculiar eye was most likely the result of cyclopia, which prevented the entire formation of its facial characteristics throughout development. The worst aspect is that the baby sharks would have been still developing when the mother was caught and removed, so even if the one-eyed shark is fascinating, it did not survive. Number 3. Hexapods. If you want to get technical, octopi have 8 arms or tentacles, which is why they're called octopuses. However, every so often, perhaps even every 1,000 years, an octopus is born with only 6 tentacles, making him the world's only hexapods. Henry the octopus lives at the Blackpool Sea Life Aquarium, but was originally caught with 7 other octopi. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. The subscriber's pick. We have no idea what this creature is, but it was supposedly discovered in South America. Since no experts have come up with a name for it, we'll just call it the strange baby rat thing. That fits. At the very least, we know there will only be one of these things. Number 1. Two-legged dog. Faith, the two-legged dog, has had a difficult life because she was born with 2 good hind legs and 2 bad front legs due to a brain defect that prevented the development of her limbs. And because of her defects, her mother, a homeless dog, rejected her, even attempting to kill her. Fortunately, she was found by 17-year-old Reuben Stringfellow, who gave her to his mother, but soon after, her 2 front legs began to deteriorate and she had to be put down. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.